You have some money that you want to invest, but you're a Muslim and you're not sure where you can put your money, if something is halal, if something's haram. And so this video is for you guys. As a Muslim, where can you put your money? You have a little bit of money. Where can you put your money where you will see a good return? It is permissible. I know the problem because I'm a Muslim and I know the issues and difficulties there are when investing your money and making sure the investments are permissible. So make sure to watch until the end of the video, because if one investment isn't relevant, another one may be. But to get straight into the video, have you guys recently been experiencing difficulties in taking your money out? Have you gone to the bank and tried to take out £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 and, well, been asked a lot of questions? I know I have. And so the world is moving in a unique way. I think the world is moving in a unique way in terms of governments and banks want us to be cashless, and actually having cash isn't something which is being promoted by the government. And so which way and what do I think is going to be a good investment, actually something which you should keep your money in? I would say buying gold could be a really good investment at this stage. Now, not only is gold at an all-time high, but gold is the sort of currency that is actually protected very well. I mean, historically, gold has always kept its value. There have been drops and there have been increases, but I think that in a society where, you know, everything is going cashless and, you know, banks and governments want you to have everything electronic, I think the value of gold, no doubt, will increase a lot. And so have a look at how much gold, I mean, to give you an idea, you know, you can buy those, remember those little brick things? Remember those? I don't know if you guys have seen those, but that can cost you anywhere between £400 to £700. It trust me, it can vary a lot. And actually, I'm based in the UAE, and the UAE is an amazing place to buy gold. And so I am definitely looking to buy some gold in the upcoming months. And it's something I would definitely recommend to you guys. Obviously, completely fine for you guys to buy gold in terms of an Islamic perspective, especially in terms of investment. In fact, I would say it's one of the best investments you can make for the long term. It's secure, it's safe. You know, no one can really take it away from you. And I think that's some of the issues that people have with online investing opportunities. You never know. It can be taken away from you. You may not be able to open up an account. You know, you lose your password and that sort of thing. And so at least with gold, you know, you can keep it with you and you're diversifying your investment opportunities. And that's the main thing. Now, before I get into number two, I want to mention something like cryptocurrency. That is not part of the investment, and I'm not mentioning that on this list. But I would say that look into it yourself. Ask your people of knowledge, do they believe it to be permissible or not? And only then make your opinion on the fact that whether you want to invest in cryptocurrency or not. Now, me personally, I don't invest in cryptocurrency. I could definitely see why investing in Bitcoin, when I say cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, for example, is again a valuable proposition, because look, the same reason why I say gold, someone would say Bitcoin's going to go up because of the cashless environment and everyone wants to be in control of their money and that sort of thing. Bitcoin is attracted from that side. I am not mentioning this because every single investment opportunity that I mentioned here, I would say has a clear cut, it is permissible. And so let's get into number two. Now, buying a property, I'm not just going to say any property. I'm going to direct you exactly where you should look to buy a property. I actually bought something in Dubai. I'll be very specific. I bought something in Dubai Hills about a year and a half ago. And I bought that property for $1 million dirhams, right? And I made 30% profit in less than a year. So I bought that property for 1.1, I think it was exactly, and I sold it for 1.5 something. So I made about £100,000 on that property, and I bought it for £200,000. It would have been like, you know, 50, 60, 70,000 dirhams up or down. I can't remember the exact figures. I think the exact figures would have been like 1.15 million dirhams, and I sold it for 1.545 or something like that dirhams. So the point being here is I made £100,000 on a property I bought in Dubai, and I sold it within less than 10 months, and we made £100,000. Now, please, if I can ask you guys to say Allahumma barik in the comments, say Allahumma barik, and just say Allahumma barik, because look, I need your du'as. Of course I do. But more importantly, I think it's important to understand that properties is a great place to invest your money. Now, you guys might be thinking, well, I haven't got 1.15 million dirhams. Don't worry. There are companies now, and maybe I will give them a little shout out in the next video. I mean, I can mention them here. It's just that you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the two places that I know where you can buy a property in UAE, completely Islamic, because what they do is it's a payment plan. So you have like 3, 4, 5 years to buy a property. Now you can buy that property and have a payment plan of 3, 4, 5 years, sometimes even 7 years. What that means is you need to buy that property outright over 5, 6, 7 years. Now, obviously you don't get the 30 years as you do when you have a mortgage, but you do have a payment plan. And what that basically means is the property needs to be it needs to be ready, and it's gonna get ready like in 2026, for example. And currently we're in 2024, so it's gonna be 2 years until that property gets ready. Now, what they say is you need to pay 50% of the property off in the first 2 years. These obviously vary, payment plans vary and stuff like that. But I'm giving you an idea here. So you need to pay 50% off the property in 2 years. Sometimes that could be like 60, 70, 80,000 pounds that you need to pay off in 2 years. Now, if you've got a deposit of 30,000 pounds, actually it's not that difficult to pay off 30,000 pounds in 2 years, especially if you can borrow like 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10,000 pounds from a friend or a family member or something like that. Now, the payment plan after 2 years, by the way, you can sell it as well, right? You can sell it as well. And obviously you can keep that property for yourself. And so it's a fantastic investment opportunity. By the way, I'm not getting any money. I don't get anything out of recommending this. The only pure reason I'm sharing this with you is because I've made money in property in UAE, and I would recommend that to you guys. And so you're not going to make 20, 30% in the UK generically, but people make that very casually in the UAE. So of course I would recommend it. The one thing you have to bear in mind, these payment plans, sometimes they have late fees in them, right? And so the 2 places that I'm going to mention down below in the description, they take the late fees out. They speak to the developers and they make sure the late fees have come out of, the contracts, which is amazing, by the way. And so I would recommend it. And I think it's a good opportunity, good investment opportunity, especially if you want to get into the property market. Now, if you're in UK, Australia, Canada, America, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. The UAE is a great market to invest in properties. I am looking to invest in it myself even more. So I would recommend it. Look, it's going up and up and up. And the way I would say is that where is the one place that everyone wants to be in currently? And I would say the UAE, right? Now, stocks, okay? Stocks, some of the people of knowledge, they do say that they are not permissible. And let me explain it like this. Stocks out as the concept of itself is completely permissible. Stocks, the concept of itself is permissible. And that is the only reason that stocks are on this video, basically, right? Now, what I do need you guys to take to your people of knowledge is, are stocks permissible from the avenue that if the stock takes out loans which are riba based, as in the company takes out a loan and in that loan obviously has an element of riba. Is it okay for me to buy stocks in that company? Now, obviously you can't buy stocks in a company that does haram work, right? There is a difference of opinion on, and I am of the opinion after speaking to people of knowledge, and I don't want you guys to see this as a fatwa, please, that if the work of the company is permissible, engineering company, food manufacturing company, an airline, then it is permissible for you to invest in that company. Now, I never make videos about stocks and stuff because there is a difference of opinion whether to, if it's permissible to invest in that company because they may take out interest-based loans. Now, the opinion, and after taking it to people of knowledge, they have said like, look, it's fine to invest in it because you're not really part of that interest, you're not part of that loan, you're not part of taking that. It's not me saying now that's my reason you should invest in it. Take it to people of knowledge. But I would say I invested in Tesla. I invested in a food manufacturer, and I have made some good money in it. I invested in Tesla, whatever I was, just upcoming. You'd be surprised actually. When I bought Tesla, it actually times 10'd, right? I didn't make 10 times the money because I sold too early. But I made a decent amount of money in Tesla. And so stocks is a great opportunity to invest, and some stocks no doubt would be permissible, especially if they don't take out interest-based loans. And so the concept of itself, stocks are completely fine. However, you have to bear in mind, if they take out interest-based loans, that's a question mark. And obviously, if the work that they do is not permissible, then that is not permissible. Number 4, Alex Hormozi actually says this is one of the best investments you can make. I completely agree. Many people in the financial space agree in this, that one of the best investments you guys can make is investing in yourself. Let me explain that. Many of you guys right now wouldn't know how to do sales or marketing or setting up a business, or you lack education in a certain part of your life, right? You don't know how to do something. And so paying someone or something or doing something where you can get paid, you can pay, as in you are paying something to then learn something, I think is one of the best investments you can make. No doubt. I mean, I have many a times paid to learn something, right? Some of the richest people in the world, they need to get access to people who know something, and sometimes you need to pay money to do that. And that is completely fine, especially if there's nothing in return that you can give. Then you need to be able to pay or do something for you to be able to get that education or learn exactly how to do something. That's key now. Investing in yourself, I would say, in your younger years is probably the best thing that you could do. We go to university and we spend 30, 35, 40,000 pounds over 3 years. And I would say that arguably that's one of the worst investments you can make. Instead of that 30,000, if you actually put that aside and invested in good mentorship, good courses, good education system, you would definitely learn a lot more with that 30,000 pounds. That a lot of people, obviously that sounds a bit crazy. I can understand that, but obviously it's because people are so normed to paying for a university degree, which, doesn't guarantee you a job or anything like that, to be fair. Many a times, of course, if you're going into medicine and that sort of thing, it's completely different. Now, lastly, I think this is one of the places where you can have the biggest return, and that's investing in your business. But let me explain what I mean by investing in your business. That could be you have a business already, or it could be you starting a business, or it could be you investing in someone else's business. All three of those ways have huge, huge returns. And I think, it's a case where I need to make a whole complete video on that. So maybe let me know in the comments if I should make a whole different video on how to invest into businesses, how you should be investing in your business, and etc. etc. I think that's a complete video in itself. So I will, inshallah, do another video for that. But if you like this video, make sure you like, share with your family and friends. And that's all for me today. Jazakallah khairan.